2024 goals. What do I want to achieve? In the previous year, my goals were all about how much money I could make. And the biggest lesson from the year was, if you chase money, that's not how you grow a business. You actually grow a business by working out how many people you want to help and the difference you want to make. If I just make it about money, your behaviors as a business owner start to change, and it has to be about the cause and the mission. Currently, I sell two different types of services. I have a membership site, and I also have a one-to-one service. The one-to-one service, I think I work with about up to 12 people is my max that I can work with at a time, because I'm quite hands-on with the businesses. I give the business owners a lot of time. That's something that I work with them on a more intimate level, where they have my WhatsApp, they're communicating with me as much as possible. And that's why the spots are so limited, because I worked out that after 12, I can't then balance content with a balanced lifestyle. I'm not a big advocate for balance, because I do think you have to work at times. And 2024 is a year for work, but I do know for me to give optimal service, for me to give the best possible service to every business, it is about 12 clients. We got the Blueprint course, and the Blueprint course is for online coaches trying to get to 50 clients. But the goal is to put multiple courses on the site so people can keep educating themselves on there. And I want to be able to put so much content on there that it's incredible value. As the coaching industry as a whole, there's a lot of charlatans on there. There's a lot of coaches charging thousands of pounds for a group coaching plan, which is just a cookie cutter plan that they don't even spend any time with you on. What I'm trying to do is go the opposite way and charge the least amount possible. And the lowest amount I could think of was £100 a month, because £100 a month is enough for anyone to be able to afford to educate themselves and for them to actually start to learn and build their business. Because I thought instantly, will someone get one client within a few weeks? 100%. Therefore, the course pays for itself for many months just after a first few weeks of them implementing the ideas on there. And that was the idea of the pricing. I want it to be like an unbelievable deal. So the membership site, that is my big goal to grow this. And I'm going to put it at £100 per month. I want to get as many members as possible. Obviously, I'm going to be running some ads as well. So I want to get at least 200 people on there. Now that I've got all these testimonials from the first group, the compounding effect of hundreds of people telling others how much they're achieving from this one site will grow the membership site itself even without ads. So that's the goal, to get 200 people on there. The next thing on my one-on-one, I ideally want to get my 12 spots so they're full, but I've got a waiting list. So that's the goal on there. It will come after I'm completely busy. And when I've got 12 spots and a waiting list, that's when I will add on a new member of staff. That person will be able to give more accountability to those businesses, also give them more support. That allows me to reinvest that money into an even bigger program in the later part of the year. Total revenue, what it will generate, would be 20k a month on the membership site, probably around 30 odd K on the one-to-one. If you're new to business, a lot of people talk about the revenue, but they never really mention how much they're spending in ads and how much they're spending in acquiring customers. So out of that 50k, we've got tax to pay, we've got staff to pay, got this videographer to pay, probably going to have another VA, all the additional travel and expenses that I go through whilst running my business, because I do travel a lot. When someone says they're making 50k, that doesn't mean they're making 50k, that means that their top line is 50k. So they're the goals that I want to set for the first part of 2024. I want to achieve them far quicker. I know that I want to dream even bigger, but I want to set realistic targets that I can hit and then move on to a bigger goal. Now, on to my goals. So my personal goal, I have a big one. My thing is about procrastination. I want to be even more efficient, I want to be faster, and I want to be even more focused. Because the number one thing that I do wrong is I do multiple tasks. I try to do task splitting. So my goal is to be able to complete one task and then move on to the next. Fitness-wise, I'm not as lean as I want to be. So I'm gonna get lean, start a bulk, and stay lean. With diet, my stomach feels terrible every time I eat a burger and a pizza. So I had this mindset, which is I'm gonna have a cheat meal every single week. That's how I train, that's how I eat, that's how I've always lived. And that one cheat meal turned to 3 cheat meals. Before I know it, I'm eating garbage all week. So now I'm gonna limit the amount of burgers and crisps and chocolates I have. No weekly cheat. Something more self-critical, I'm gonna be more present. Because I feel as though I'm always thinking of what I'm going to do next before I've completed the task. It actually goes in sync with the procrastination and the task setting and moving on to multiple tasks and not being present. If you're present, you tend to be more happy. The happiest people that I've met tend to be the most present. I'm going to put one more goal, because it doesn't need to be 10. Because I want to make it meaningful. I don't want to put goals for the sake of it. I want to get a nice sports car. I've only ever had an old car, for the last 3-4 years. So I want to get a new car. And the reason why I want to get something flash is because I think it's more going to help with business, but also it goes in line with being present. The older me will want to know that I've enjoyed life. There's no reason to build all these businesses, attain all this wealth, just to sit on it and do nothing. The sports car is for me. So let's put these 7 goals on screen for you to show you what the 7 things are that I'm going to be doing. So they're the 7 goals for 2024. And the next step is to work out how I'm going to do these goals. Comment below, let me know what your goals are, because once you write them down and you vocalize them, they'll become real. All right, so we're about 6-7 episodes deep into the vlog. The first part of this was just about starting and getting going. And now we're refining. So what is the story that we're trying to build? We've got all the content mapped out now, month on month, what we're doing, where we're going to go. January, we've got some vlogs to do in London. February, I'm off to Australia. In May, I'm off to America. But what is the story behind all the content? And I'm just going to talk you through what we've kind of mapped out and how we've built it. And the story is that we're trying to empower entrepreneurs to escape the social conformity. Why? So they can be themselves, their true self. You're not just living to please others. You have to actually feed yourself first. Then you're way better to feed others. First, do it for yourself, then go and help other people. Each vlog that we're going to be doing is going to have a setup which is to help people with the core issues that they're struggling with: scarcity, a victim mentality, and they're confused. They're the things that we're helping people with. But what we're looking to achieve with these vlogs is to get you to have an abundance mindset, to be more accountable, and to have clarity. And that's what all these videos are about. And attaining clarity is taking action without judgment, without the fear of failure. In business, you work for years not knowing if it would work. And that fear of not knowing it would work is what stops people. And that's the thing that needs doing. The work still needs doing. So clarity is having direction and purpose towards one goal. Clarity only comes from understanding who you are and why you do it, and questioning those beliefs. A lot of people that I work with, they've never asked themselves these really hard questions. What do you stand for? What's your purpose? Who do you want to help? If you've never asked these questions, how do you expect to grow a really big business? How can you grow a business if you've not asked yourself these questions? Because it's not clear that if you can help people, you've got to be able to have clarity in yourself first. And that clarity from me comes with the people that I can help, in the solution that I provide, in the story that we make in the coming year. So now in these coming vlogs, you're going to see this story be mapped out within every single vlog. And that's our goal within our content. So if you're planning on building your businesses this year, you need to have a story. What's your story? How are you going to help people? Who are you going to help? And why are you going to help them? Because when you've got that clear direction, you're able to work and attract the right people and build an incredible business. If you like the content that I'm making, like the video and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.